One of my best memories from Holy Rosary was all the time I spent on the playground. We had a great playground, and you know what? 3rd grade, we got a brand new playground, and we were really excited. The week without a playground, as it was being installed, we all gathered on the blacktop where we played kickball. We just watched it be put in, and we would talk about what we were going to do as soon as it opened and what we were going to play on, so that was really fun. We got some great slides.
Well, I remember we had some really cool teachers. There's Mr. Noop. He was a science teacher, and he was my homeroom in 7th grade. And I just remember he was really funny, and he taught us some really good life lessons. I remember Miss Braniff. I'm pretty sure she's still there. She teaches English. I remember reading some good books in her class. I have so many great memories. I just can't really name one. St. Henry's is definitely a big part of my life, and I'll definitely remember everyone there.
I loved my history classes. I remember being so fascinated with the Civil War. I only got one demerit during all of grade school, and it was for stealing my friend Slim Jim during snack. He told me I could have it. No, he didn't tell me. Okay, I stole it. It was my only demerit.
I guess probably my favorite memory from St. John Vianney was in, I think, 3rd grade. My teacher, Miss Malushnik, she took us on a field trip to go ice skating and then to go to the Parthenon. Field trips are always really great.
It wasn't really worth it. Slim Jims are sort of nasty.
Whenever we would have past the school week or field day, we can all get together and have a school lunch, and all my friends would be there, and we can just have fun in the sunshine, and we'll just sit there and play games. And it was really fun because we just all had a good time together. We were just laughing.
Yeah, Miss Maluchnik, she was always super nice. One time, she brought us all candy, and 3rd grade me thought that was the best inheritance in the world.
So my favorite some of my favorite memories from St. Edward's are actually the priest, Father Breen, who used to be the pastor there, and he would always teach us little lessons starting from pre-K. He would always bring us dumb suckers and be like, you get what you get and you don't throw a fit, and he would always say, do your best and do what is right. And I've carried those lessons on in my life, and they were kind of ingrained in us since we were little kids. And he would often once we got in the older grades, he would have us come and help him carry in flowers for the church or do different stuff, and then we would get popcorn and Pepsi at his apartment, and we'd get to eat out on his patio, and that was a lot of fun. And I just feel very fortunate to have had those experiences.
We had this punishment called silent lunch, where you would just sit alone during lunch, and one time I got unlimited silent lunches because of dumb stuff I was doing. I think I was talking during Mass or something. I had unlimited silent lunches. I think I was sitting alone at lunch for 2 weeks. It was rough.
So Immaculate Conception kind of prepared me for here. It was we went to different classes, but we didn't carry a backpack around, stuff like that. We had to carry our binder, so it was a little bit more effort going to classes. But it wasn't like this where it's 3 different stories. It was just 3 different classrooms that we had to go to. Then art, stuff like that. We didn't have to take anything with us. Unless we were going to a different class where we weren't going back to homeroom. But, it just, going to a Catholic school for most of my life, it's just been an easy transition coming here. And it, it made it a lot easier to transition, have fun, because there was a common basis and able to get along with people.
I think it was 4th grade. My teacher, Miss Harrington, she took us, instead of just having a normal angel tree where you bring in things, she took us to Walmart on a field trip, and we got to go shopping for our angel. And I guess field trips were the best part of history.
Okay, so my favorite memory from St. Joseph is probably the class trip that we took to Atlanta, Georgia at the end of the year. And we ended up going to the aquarium and the Coke Factory and a lot of other super cool places. I didn't know anything was in Georgia, but there is. And I don't know, our whole class just got super close, and I'm still close with a lot of the people that I was in middle school.
We also had this 8th grade, at Holy Rosary, we had this 8th grade scrapbook that we had to make. It was like a tradition, every 8th grader had to make. And when I was doing S, I picked silent lunches, and I was going to take a picture and make the scrapbook page all nice. And my plan was to take a picture of my friend in silent lunch. So I did that. I brought my disposable camera to lunch, and I called his name. I said, "Josh, turn around so I can take a picture of you in silent lunch." And Mr. Walsh, my teacher, heard me say that. Then he put me in silent lunch because I was talking to someone else in silent lunch. So I gave my camera to my friend, and I sat in silent lunch. And that is why in my scrapbook, under S for silent lunch, there are pictures of me sitting alone at a table eating food. I loved Holy Rosary, and I wish I could go back, but because of the forward-moving nature of time, it is impossible. And if I wanted to manipulate time, I would go into a black hole millions of miles away, trillions of miles away, and I could go forward into time, but it is actually impossible to go backward. And if you believe it's possible to go backward in time, you need to go back to school. I would recommend Holy Rosary if you're considering a school to go back to. Thank you.